see if we got, come on. Oh, that's just my system updating. That one's not a blackout.
Okay. I think we're on.
Yeah, we're on now. We just have to wait for everybody. Let's see who's here.
Okay, we'll see who we get.
But in the meantime, I'm over here at Teresa's house, and it was a short drive. So we both live in Georgia on a rainy day, but it's not a problem at all. And we've got two people out there somewhere, which is good. So we just wait and say hi. And we are in a different time frame. So I hope everybody got the notice. So here we are at 2 o'clock, which is good for the California people.
Right.
They have to get up super late to watch at noon. So I think we've got Cynthia and Priscilla maybe today, maybe Monica. And so we'll just wait patiently. But today, Teresa's going to be teaching. This is one that she's going to be showing me the best way to use her papers, in case you're not familiar, which I'm sure you all are. But I do carry the Decoupage Queen and the Pentart products. And she is the absolute professional expert on the use of all these products.
It's my pleasure, and I'm so excited to have you here. It's just a lot of fun to have like a friend to craft with, you know.
Oh yeah.
So
absolutely. So yeah, it was funny though when she said, "Oh, you can come to my house," and I'm thinking, okay, do I have to go through Atlanta because that's like the last thing. We got Sarah Yara here. Yay, Sarah! Thank you.
Sarah.
We're glad to see you.
Nice to see you.
I knew somebody was out there. Oh, and Sarah, you'll be happy to know that I brought your photo carousel kit.
Yes.
So Teresa's going to be working on that, and we get to see what she's going to do with it.
I am so excited about that. I thought, oh my gosh, that's fantastic. So I'm super excited to work with that. Thank you, Sarah.
And we've got Dolly.
Hello, Dolly.
And Dolly's from Ireland. Oh, Dorada's here.
Hello, Dorada.
Yep, I sent her the link yesterday.
Okay, and I emailed her last night.
Good.
I emailed you last night.
Okay, so Dorada, you got your stuff, right? And Sarah, you know, she's so cute. She is a great designer of these kits. And so this is just kind of a new venture for us.
Okay, awesome.
So I think it's going to be great. Yes, Dorada got her stuff. She's happy.
Great.
Okay. Well, we are then ready to go then. We've got some people out here.
All right.
I say
good.
They watch later on anyways, but I can turn this over to you.
Yep, sure.
Yeah, look what we got here. And I am just going to be the guy with the overhead.
All right.
And I'll switch my camera to overhead.
So I'll tell everybody what we're doing today. We've got one mic, so I've got to speak up a little bit. Hopefully everybody can hear me. We're making a junk journal from scratch today. So let me know if you can hear me okay. But what we did is we took an old book. This was just a book that was at Goodwill, nothing like crazy special, and gutted it. Took the pages out. I am going to save the pages for another project, so they will go to good. All the pieces of the book will go to good use at some point. But I gutted it, and then I put some Tyvek tape down the spine to kind of save the spine and make it very sturdy and flexible.
Good.
And then I took a cereal box and glued 2 pieces of cereal box, and that is going to fit right here in the middle. And we're going to make decoupage journals today.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So
yes.
I'm just going to turn my camera down too.
Okay, I'm getting lined up so we can both see what we're doing. And I'm going to put you over here on the left. Okay, so Teresa's on the left. She's in charge and I'm going to follow.
Okay. All right. So do you have your card, your scrapbook paper picked out for your signature covers? Did you bring any scrapbook paper? If not,
I didn't do scrapbook paper. I brought my rice paper.
Okay. So I'm gonna get you. I have the scrapbook paper that goes with that set, and so I'm gonna get that for you. So you want to cut them to like 9 by 12.
Oh, all right. Okay.
so you can start working on your
My signature.
signatures. So whatever configuration you want there.
All right. I have these paper pads, by the way, in stock, but I just didn't bring them.
Yeah,
9
it's
by
just gonna
12.
be 9 by 12. Yep.
12 and 9.
And then I've got the
Cutter?
cutter right over there.
Yes, ma'am. I will be. What do we need? Just 2 or 3?
4. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, and they absolutely match. Okay.
So whichever 4 strike your fancy.
I like them all. All right, I'll go cut and then you can.
Yep.
All right. Perfect. I'll see the cap matches what I've got. All right.
So you can do this like separately. You can do this anytime. But what we're doing is we are going to be sewing these booklets into this little spine part. So you need like 4 pieces of 9 by 12 scrap of paper cut out, and then about 10 sheets of 9 by 12 paper for the insides. And these are going to be called your signatures. I have a YouTube video somewhere that kind of breaks this all down very slowly and in detail. So I'll get Cindy to share that link at some point.
Yeah, I actually watched it. It's really very good. It's a step by step.
Yeah.
So you don't have to guess.
And it shows you how to also make these books from scratch too. So anyway.
Yeah, that was the one with the X-Acto, the big
Yes.
Stanley knife. Yeah.
I had a big Stanley knife. And,
that one stay awake for.
You have to cut the pages out, etc. Probably too ambitious for a live, but fine for a YouTube video. So she's getting her signatures kind of put together, and we're going to be decoupaging. Basically, we're just going to really decoupage and maybe do a little bit of mixed media with some chipboards and some stencils and stuff like that. She brought over so much stuff. Like, I don't even know where to start. And I'm really excited about learning some paper crafting from her and all her people. She brought me so many good examples, you guys. Let me show you some of the stuff she brought me while she's doing that.
It was just a little goodie box.
It was a little goodie box, but also like some really good like samples of mixed media kind of paper crafts that you can do. So this one, I think, did you say what was Dorada?
Dorada did that one yesterday, or yeah, day before yesterday. She came to the house and we had a play date.
That's so awesome.
So I brought that one for you to see.
And then this little book, which I really want to learn how to make these. So she talked me through it, but now I have to actually get her to it. Scrap glued onto like just chipboard or something, right? Like a heavy board.
Yeah, that was a scrap anise egg.
Okay.
Yeah, the egg shape came just like that, so it was wonderful. It was easy.
So cute. And then these little ornaments.
Yeah, those are always fun. They're great gifts. Great quick gifts.
Look how cute. And then some onions to play with.
Everybody knows the old fashioned. That is the favorite thing.
I might use one of these in my journal.
Oh, yes, that could be good.
Yeah.
I agree.
And all
Oh, yeah, that should be down in the bottom.
Yeah, this one. Okay, so look, this is the one Sarah, right?
Yes.
So this is the one that Sarah, she designed it?
Yes.
Okay.
She designed it and sent me the files.
And so Cindy has these cut, and this is like a little carousel photo album, and I'm gonna make it. And I can't wait.
So you want me out of here early so you can get started?
Like, okay, Cindy, why don't you work on the journal and I'll just make the photo.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
All right.
Yeah, so much for the plan. Let's just drive on, right?
Exactly. So, you've got a good start on your signatures.
Yeah,
then,
I'm
right?
ready.
Okay.
And then these were, I think you cut these.
Yep, I cut those for you. There
Okay.
might not be exactly 40 there, but I
Oh, no,
at least got them started
That's
for
great.
you.
And the reason for that is not because I'm a slacker. I just didn't have any 9x12 paper,
No worries.
which is going to go on my list of things to get.
Yep.
But I do have the this.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna just start decoupaging.
All right.
And I think, you know, you're good in terms of your layout, so you can lay out your paper really however you want it.
Okay. Let me see if I'm right in the right spot. Yeah, we're good.
So I was thinking, I think I'm gonna use like most of this scene here. This is my.
I almost brought that one.
Yeah.
I almost did. That was another one.
And then I'm just gonna kind of work. I'm gonna start tearing most of it out, and then I'm gonna work with some little scraps.
Okay. Yeah, and that was nice when you did the other one, the very first one that you did the video on. You just used pieces. You used every little bit.
Yep.
Without having to worry.
Yeah, and most of these papers are designed to just kind of coordinate anyway.
Yeah.
You know, when you stick with the same collection. And then we'll do a little bit of stenciling and stuff around. And
Yeah, the one, and I'm sure it's just not sitting right handy, but the one you did in that demo with the book.
the Queen Bee one.
Yes. Yeah, it was the one, and it was when you did when you were demoing all the stencils, and you did the book cover.
Oh, right.
That one.
Yep.
I loved
Yep,
that
yep,
one.
yep.
You might want to show that. Yes.
Yep.
That was pretty spectacular.
Thank you. That one is at my my booth at West Side Market right now.
Oh, Cynthia said, I have those papers you're using, Cindy. Yeah, yep. Yeah, you do. The other ones, I say I think it was the AB Studio ones with the owls.
Right.
Okay, Cynthia has a thing for owls.
Okay.
I bought those just for her. So she has those.
Those are really cute. Those owls were so cute. I think I sold out of them.
And everything you had with owls, I bought, and Cynthia has them.
Oh, okay.
She is definitely, she's definitely a fan.
So note to self, I got to make Cynthia some more owls.
Yeah, right, Cynthia? Oh, yeah, she looked at those and she was going to make coasters because the size of those little owls were just about perfect. So she already had a plan when we first talked about it.
That's awesome.
Sometimes you have to, when you see a paper, you can see the project. I don't know if you work that way, but I do.
I do. And a lot of times I design a paper with a particular project in mind.
Yeah.
Like I see the project first, and then I design the paper for the project I want to make. So that definitely happens.
Okay, and then if I recall on your first video, you did the spine separately too. You picked something just for the spine.
Yep. So I did I think I either decoupaged the spine or I painted it, but you can really do anything you want to the spine.
That's what I was thinking about, that texture.
Yeah. Yep.
To make it look like leather.
Oh, that
you could emboss it and then glue it on the edge.
Oh.
Or do like you did with the stencil and I think you used, what did you use for the thickness? It was in gold.
Maybe it was wax. Was it wax paste? Did I just use wax?
I don't know, but it did have.
Might have been like a deluxe paste or the Stamperia Glamour.
Might have been, but it certainly turned out, and that's what I was thinking of too.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, and I might do that actually with like this.
That would
roses stencil.
Yeah, that'd be good to show.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of options.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? I may do that now so that I can get that started and put it to the side.
Okay.
To let it dry. So the spine, basically what you're doing with the spine, you just need to cut it, like kind of measure it and cut it to size so that it's gonna seat like right inside your book and that you'll be able to fold up the sides. So that's I can't really give you a measurement because it's going to specifically depend on your book cover that you're using. But you do want to decorate your spine a little bit, you know, just so that, because it is going to get covered by signature pages, but you know, you will be able to see it a little bit. So like on this one, you can see, I just did like a little Harlequin stencil. You can't see it much, but when you flip through it, you know, you can see.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So instead of it just being plain brown, right?
Yes, exactly.
So I'll grab some paint and I will start working on my little spine too.
Yeah, it was one of those things I remembered you doing that for the with the new stencils.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. And you guys do know that we're using the Pentart products.
Yep, all Pentart today.
So you can see how much fun you can have with those.
So much fun with Pentart.
Well, you know, that's the thing. We a lot of the, you know, when we used to be able to get all the Stamperia products and they went away, it was like, no, we can substitute.
Yep.
So I waited a long time to find you to get the Pentart.
Yeah.
Because they won't ship just. It's the same thing. It would have to come by boat.
Right.
And it's like, come on.
Yep.
Especially the solvent stuff. I'm sure some of the stuff comes in the mail.
Yeah.
But they're exactly the same products, so you can fall in love again with all the waxes and everything else you need.
Mm-hmm.
And Blanche is the one. She does a lot of great demos, and you'll see in a lot of her projects in the life that she's using the Pentart paints, waxes, all that stuff. Yes, I'm taking forever to cut this paper because I'm talking and looking at comments.
She's not focused.
So if I don't get finished, I will.
So this is, I just painted this with the white gold delicate metallic. So I just painted that, and then I'm just gonna make this little stencil here and use this deluxe paste. This is the rose gold.
Oh, yeah.
Deluxe paste, and I'm
Okay.
just gonna stencil that right on there.
Yeah, I've got that in stock. I know I do. I bought
Okay.
that.
It's
90% sure.
one of
Yeah.
my all-time favorite products. I've got it dry here, so forgive my noise.
Oh, it's no problem. Oh, Oriana's here. She's always fun. Oriana's from Panama. And we got Lamia here. So I'm doing double duty today. Because quite frankly, I wasn't going to give up the opportunity to not craft.
Mm-hmm.
To craft and just sit here and be fun. Alrighty, this is my first shot with the blue varnish.
Okay.
I'm happy about that.
All right. Oriana.
Wish.
I've been looking for them everywhere. I didn't even realize you built them.
Well, you know, it's funny now. She orders for me, so now now you get to go on the website and find the Decoupage Queen papers.
You know now.
You know they get focused. You look for the same thing, and it's like, oh, I didn't know you had that. Really? Yeah, I got lots of stuff on there.
She is putting it the right way. It's just I think the camera is flipped on. They're like, are you putting it on the back cover?
No, on the front.
Yeah, it is on the front. I think it's just
Yeah.
the camera is flipped.
Right. Is this right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. On their view, it looks like the back, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah. No, and I actually turned the camera around because I was upside down for a minute there.
Yeah. But she's doing it right. I'm supervising.
This is walking and chewing gum.
Don't worry. I wouldn't let her mess it up.
Oh yeah, that would be terrible.
All right, so I'm just going to take my little deluxe paste here and run it through this stencil and get just a little bit of texture. This is just a Tim Holtz stencil. You sell these, right, Jim?
No, as a matter of fact, it's one of those that everybody sells them.
Right.
So as much as I like them, kind of like, no, you'll buy it somewhere at 50% off.
Yeah.
You know how that is.
Right. Yep.
There's a lot of products that are like that. The distributors or the manufacturers sell retail also.
Yeah.
So that's like too much competition.
Right. Yeah. And then the Hobby Lobbies of the world.
Exactly. Yeah. Get your 40% coupon and go shopping. So I try to avoid everything that's
all that stuff.
That's there.
Not special.
Yeah.
I get it for sure. So just trying to do a little bit of a rose pattern here.
I love this cover. I have been wanting to use this paper for so long.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, I'm happy. Yippee skippy.
That looks
okay.
fantastic.
And I can embellish it. However. Okay, let me just close up for a minute. And set this on my.
So there's my spine. I'm going to go clean this stuff up. I will be right back.
Alrighty, then I'll be the entertainment for right now. Okay, let's see. Oriana, you said what? Oh, Cynthia, you can watch later. Yeah. You have them all in your cart right now. Okay. It's upside down. Oh, that's pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah, just make it look like it was intentional. I agree. Yeah, those roses, I love those roses too. I almost brought that paper this morning when I was packing. But it was kind of like I went through and I said, well, which ones haven't I used? What did I want to use and never did? And of course I had to pick cat. So yeah, we're just kind of winging it. It was Teresa showed me sent me the video that she had done, and she said, "Do you want to do this?" And I said, "Sure." And one of the reasons was to she's going to stitch these signatures together, and that's one thing that I just have never really done, and I would like to learn how to do it, just get comfortable with it. So that's why we're doing the signatures. So I'm going to be learning something brand new.
Yeah, this is the only way I know how to make books and junk journals. But hopefully I'll learn some. She's going to teach me and I'm going to teach her. There we go.
Yep. I think I can see a lot of play dates in our future.
I can see that too.
Well, I was surprised because if you're not familiar with where I live, I am south of Atlanta. And Teresa is north. To ask me to go through to get where would be like asking me to go to the moon. Traffic is never. We have a beltway 285, and unless you pick exactly the right day, and there's no football game, no conventions going on, it could take forever. But today was Sunday. It was a great drive, and it only took me just right around 30 minutes.
That's awesome.
So that walk in the park, especially if you live in California, that's a walk in the park to get anywhere in 30 minutes.
Right. For sure.
We've got some people at Joy. Is Joy?
Joy is she follows my live.
That's what I was
Joy's
thinking.
from Canada.
Oh, okay.
Hey Joy, nice to see you here.
Cloudy Calgary. Yeah, we're cloudy Georgia today.
Yep, it is quite cloudy.
Absolutely.
So I'm just going to mix and match. I'm going to fill up my page, and I think I'm going to use these two papers too.
Oh, that one's pretty too.
This Flush of Roses and you're fine. And whenever you need to take a break for drying time or whatever, then you can paint your spine and we'll figure out what you're going to do with it.
I did buy that Neptune, that color.
Yeah.
I fell in love with that.
Yep.
It said it was glossy though. There wasn't a matte. Was there a remote too?
I'll have to look and see.
Yeah.
We
See, I watched a lot of her lives, obviously. That one, so put it in my cart,
Yep.
fill up my cart, and then place my order. And I will tell you, I haven't put it on the website yet, so nobody get excited. But the new molds, the Blanche molds, there is one there that has the columns that exactly match the new Magic Forest columns. That might be a must-have.
You know, I need to get, I think I want to get that Magic Forest from you.
Oh, sure.
So I'll, if it's on, if you're.
If I had known, I would have brought it. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't even think about it because I've been seeing everybody using those.
Yeah, there's some really pretty images.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And that's my vibe. I love the elves and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that. I love that stuff.
I'm trying to pay attention to the camera. So.
Cynthia loves roses.
Oh, yeah. You know who loves roses is Blanche.
Really?
Oh, my God. Everything roses, yes.
I do too, and I didn't realize how much. I did a collection of them, and then like my next release, I did a little bit, I did a few more.
Oh, no. And then you started looking around your house, and it's like, oh, okay.
I really do love roses a lot. So that's why I chose the antique roses for my journal theme today.
And I think there's a couple images here I don't want to tear up, so I think I'm going to do piecemeal.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Tear and just make your own, totally your own.
Well, I'll send you the Magic Forest pad since you gave me the pad from my steampunk here.
Yeah.
We'll make a trade. Okay. How's that? You like that?
Yep. That works.
Yeah, because I didn't want to come to your house and just rob you blind. And it's like, oh, I don't have anything.
I was prepared for you. I always tell my guests, like, you don't have to clean up and you don't have to worry about the supplies. I got you covered. So, one thing I do have is plenty of supplies, indeed.
Yeah, you know, it's like my house. When people come, it's like, okay, go shopping. Just write down the number.
Yep.
And that's it. Yeah, the other day when the girls were there, I keep all my stuff like in folders by collection. And I said, well, just go get that folder. You know, we don't have to tear anything new. Just use what I got. Yeah, and it's better. I would just soon use it. I'm not like a paper hoarder any either.
Did you see my paper bucket here?
I didn't even see that one. Do you dare want to show that one? Maybe later.
That's my paper bucket. My little scrap collection of, and every new release I have, when they send me the proofs, like I keep the proofs for myself,
Yeah.
and they just go right in my bucket. So,
oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But it seems really like every time I go to the shop and I go shopping for myself, something roses related, it always comes home with me.
It's so tempting.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like you're unloading the box, and you go one for the store, one for me, one for the store. Everybody's pretty quiet. I'm sorry. Are we just talking too much that you don't want to?
Yeah, they're afraid to jump in.
Yeah, please jump in. You know, this is the first time we've met each other.
I know.
We have messaged and done whatever, but and chatted during lives, but it's not quite the same thing as being in person.
It's wonderful to meet people that you've gotten to know. There's nothing quite like meeting somebody in person, you know, and forming that connection.
Well, that, you know, and that's the thing about Dallas. It was unbelievable. It was just like you see their picture, and then when you see them in person, it's like immediate recognition. It's like, wow, it was wonderful. It was just so much fun.
That's great.
I think everybody will agree. Hi, Jill. Jill's here.
Hey, Jill. Nice to see you. Yeah, so you guys, my stepdaughter Heather is going to be in Dallas with you all representing Decoupage Queen. So I'm super excited to send her. I will not be there. I've got a lot of other trips planned this year that I cannot personally make it, but I will try to.
And I know the intent was there.
Yeah. I've got 3 little kids, you know. Life is crazy.
Yeah, we get that. Oh, Monica's here this morning. There's our California girl.
Hi, Monica.
Yeah, and actually this late hour works out for a lot of people too, because they need to go to church and things like that. But yeah, it's hard to pick a time that everybody can love.
Yeah. Yeah, and I, you know, like, because I've been really gravitating toward that 5 o'clock time slot on my page. Because it just seems like it's like, okay, well, now I can, you know, I work during the day and then I can like shift gears to something creative, you know, different creative. So.
Yeah, that fit together better. You talking to myself? You talk to yourself?
Yes, I do. And I like what you're doing there. That was really good. We're just kind of collaging, you know, pieces, kind of mix and matching pieces together here. Yeah, hey, Terry. Nice to see you.
Excuse me. Okay, it's okay to do this back spine then, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where's that piece? I really like that piece. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, that would work. I'm going on and on by myself.
You're fine.
Yeah, Oriana says, for me, it's hard to craft at evening. Oh, she needs the sun. Oh, yeah, I'm with you. Once the sun goes down, I'm about done. And I was saying my studio isn't as well lit as this. I would be in heaven in here.
Yeah.
Absolutely in heaven.
I have trouble going to bed from like sometimes I can't sleep, so I just get up and work on something. I don't always have something going at any given time.
Yeah, you do a lot of projects.
Yeah.
I'm envious. Really, I am.
And I have some extra workstations now. My kids, so this room that we're in, I used to share it with my kids with their homework and stuff, but they moved out Friday night.
Wow.
So I have 5 workstations I can use.
And I must say, I really appreciate it. The other day when you posted and you said, well, I'm having company coming, so I cleaned up. Listen, I know that was a big old deal. And I wouldn't have worried about that a minute, but thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. There's no way we could have even moved around in here.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was that kind. Okay.
Necessity, you know.
Well, I have got really a great workspace here, and I am happy, and I have light.
You can come anytime.
Oh, don't even say that. I would be here.
Just give you the key.
Well, I promise we'll get together because it's so much more fun.
It is. It's nice to have a friend.
Well, even doing the lives. It's just nice to have a host. That's why I always host on Sundays. Because just to sit there and talk for an hour, sometimes it's like, are you there? Anybody out there?
Yep. Yep, exactly.
So no, I always make sure that everybody's got company. Okay, well, I really like this. I'm glad I brought this paper because I've had this one for a while.
That looks really good. That's looking great.
And this is nice to work with too. This dried without even little air dry, and we're good to go.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
Super clean
and it is a varnish.
Yeah.
So if I put paints on top of it, I can easily say, oh, that didn't work.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's a one-step process. You can't beat that with a stick. Okay. I'm glad. Put a little foil there. Okay, and then I'm going to paint my spine as instructed. That's such a pretty face on that one.
Isn't that pretty?
I'll have to go home and make one now since I've seen it.
She was a British Edwardian actress. Her name is Lily Elsie.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And you know, she's kind of like the face of that era, and I just think she's so beautiful. So
Really
she
is.
had to make an appearance on.
You know, and I really like a story behind the stuff. It's not like, oh yeah, this is, yeah, I got this out of clip art and
Right.
it's pretty.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that, right?
Nope. I try to be intentional about what I'm using. Most of the stuff I use has some sort of background or story, or at least there's something woven in that does. That's meaningful.
I think I like that blue. Yeah, okay.
I like that too.
I'm on it. I mean, I could use brown because it's brown, but no, I think I'll do blue. It takes me the longest time to select. The doing isn't half as long as what color, picking up the right thing.
Yeah, and so the thing that I struggle with, Cindy, is like, you know how you add all these really beautiful layers and things and textures, you know, all of these little elements, right?
Yes, it'll do you in.
I never know where to put those little things. Like, I love the little things. And by the time I get done decoupaging, I'm like, well, I sort of did my layout with the decoupage paper, you know?
Yeah.
So then I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
No, it's one of those things. It's you're good at composition, so you're ahead of the game. So it's basically the same thing, only you're going up.
It's like 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Scrap cardboard, you know, to, you know, raise it up, your cereal box, everything like that, and then just build your composition and do an audition though. Don't just say it's going to happen if you lay it down.
Right.
Start placing some things and you'll see it work.
So like a little piece like this, right? Like this little piece, like maybe in the corner.
Tuck it in.
Okay.
Yeah, and you see like a lot of these too. You just tuck behind it.
Gotcha.
And then, you know, once you have your main one, just see, oh, what will tuck behind that? And then you can lift up the main piece and play. And like those ribbons, those are always like the last thing to go in.
Okay.
You find a spot, put in some hot glue and just stick that center of the bow and it's magic.
And then Cindy said like sometimes she doesn't even paint these little chippy pieces.
No. You can, but it's just adding another texture, really, a wood texture. See how it just pops?
Yeah, that's cute. Just
and
like
if you
that,
painted
right?
it or matched it, it was like, yeah, okay.
And like if I put it, because that rose is coming out right there, so that kind of works. And if I put something else on top of it.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
You're on it. Yeah, it's not going to take a whole lot of teaching because you got the eye for it. So.
And then she brought me, look at this stuff she brought me, you guys. So she brought me, I'll let you tell the story of what.
Okay. So many, I used to buy wholesale lace because I did miniatures and I was lace trim and ribbons and I sold it. Well, the vendor that I had lived here in Atlanta and I'd been, you know, buying from her for a long time. She called me one day and she said, you know, many years ago, I bought these old salesman samples with the intention of doing something with it. And I never did. She said, but they're small pieces. And I thought, well, this would be perfect for miniatures. She said, would you be interested? And I said, yes, immediately. Yeah. So it took me like 20 minutes to get to her house. And she had 1,000 of these sheets that I bought from her. And each one has what, six little strips. So these are from the 1940s. So they're already vintage. But I really like it because it's got the little label on it, what the stock number was. And you can even see on some of them, they wrote down the price per yard.
So, and I was telling Cindy because like I scour eBay for this kind of stuff. And a lot of time scanned. It didn't do it on my end.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see it over here. So it's actual things that I collected and scanned. So Cindy, you may see these again in some future Decoupage Queen collections. So I love this piece here, but I think it might be a little bit too big for.
Or too heavy.
Yeah, it's a little too heavy for.
Yeah.
For
there were a
that.
couple of really light ones in there.
Yeah, maybe the kind of along the spine somewhere or something.
Yeah, and if not today, then tomorrow.
Yep. I'll set that aside and we'll think about that some more.
But yeah, like I say, there's plenty to choose from. So when you come, you can just kind of shop through the box. That was just a quick, I've got 5 banker's boxes.
Wow.
Stacked up.
Oh my gosh.
You know, like letters. So yeah.
How fun.
Yeah, you can help me so that it's not in the yard sale when I'm no longer here. Okay?
Okay. Yep. Yep.
And like I say, not to be dismal, but the day will come. Or should I just will them to you?
Yes, you should.
I'm sure you're going to outlive me, so.
Yes, you should.
Just send me your name and address, and I'll put you in the will.
Yeah, I cleaned out my craft room yesterday. In fact, before you leave, I want you to look at my boxes and see if there's anything you want.
Oh, don't even tempt me. Oh, come on.
My friend Colleen was here yesterday, and so she got like first pickings, and then my stepdaughter Heather's gonna come over and go through them. So before you leave,
Well, we'll just do a swap then.
Yeah.
And then when you come, it'll be the same thing.
Yeah.
Pick a box, bring a shopping bag.
That's right. Yeah. So I've got to do it. Like I did a major craft room destash, and I really need to do it again.
I did donate a couple of tubs full of stuff. Cindy Spires knew of a place where, charitable organization where I could donate it.
Oh,
And I
that's
was
awesome.
happy to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
So how are we doing out there? We're just talking along, having a party over here. I'm sorry. We're not ignoring anybody.
Nancy came on. Hi.
Oh,
hi,
yeah, I didn't even
Nancy.
see her there. Yeah, just now.
Hey, Nancy. Thanks for coming.
Like I said, this is a treat for me because I'm going to be doing something I've wanted to really get my hands on. I've done it once or twice out of a kit, but it just never stuck how to do it. So
yeah. So I did take, I took a couple of bookmaking classes.
Oh, okay.
And then this technique I actually learned on YouTube from a lady, the Paper Outpost is her name, Pam from the Paper Outpost.
Oh, all right.
She didn't do the decoupage piece, she did collages of other types of things, but the how to sew the signatures in and making the cardboard spine and all that, I learned that from her.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm pretty entertained. My cover's done. Neaten up these edges a little bit. A little few fuzzies here. Yeah, and usually when we do the lives at noon, a lot of people, being Sunday, they watch later at night.
Catch the replay.
So yeah, catch the replay. And I get that. I don't know if there's like a really good day.
Nope.
We may have to make adjustments in time too. Trying to pick what would work for the US, work for Europe.
Right.
I don't want Europe to have to watch at midnight.
Exactly.
South America, we just about hit. It's pretty close in time. But
what's the time difference there, South America?
Well, with the time change, it's a little bit different because Peru used to be same time, but when we had the daylight savings, now it's different. They didn't change.
Okay.
So we're an hour ahead. Mexico is the same as was the same as Texas, but now with daylight savings, they're 2 hours difference.
Gotcha.
And Chile was 2 hours ahead, and I think Sarah could tell me. I think they're only 1 hour ahead. If we moved forward and they didn't.
Okay. Well, it's like United Kingdom. They do change, but they're delayed, so they do it like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, they just changed, as a matter of fact, because I noticed even with Stamperia, for at least 2 weeks, the lives are at 10 instead of 9.
Yeah.
Our time, yeah. It's so easy to confuse us. Portugal, it's 1944, so it was, military time. Really, 12 and 7, 7:44. It's almost 8 o'clock. And it's almost 3 o'clock here, so it's 5 hours. Yeah, still 5. Well, Blanche is here. We've been talking about you, Blanche.
Yep. We love us some Blanche.
Were your ears burning?
We're sad that you won't be able to go to Dallas.
Okay, so I got this part done, and then you want me to do the inside.
Yep.
Okay, I think I got enough to go around, even though these are small. I may have to go in your little stash there.
Yep, you can go in the stash. Help yourself.
Yeah, like, oops. No, that wasn't intentional. I was like, yeah, I'll go there because I can get some freebies.
Yeah,
No, you know better.
Well, it's funny because my stash used to be all stuffed in there, like those,
Oh.
right, like all in there. And I had papers from every which way, everybody. And I finally got to the point, where I was like, you know what, I can really only use like what I'm selling, just like, otherwise I'm gonna get overwhelmed. And so I ended up boxing it all up, and I fancied this box. I mean, huge box, and I had tons of products and.
Lucky girl.
I was just like, here you go, Nancy.
Lucky Nancy.
So, all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, Blanche says the schedule still drives me crazy. Well, today we started at 2 o'clock our time, which was off. It's 2 hours different than normal.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was me. I had to take the kids to church today. So I'm like, sorry, Cindy, I can't do it.
It's all right. We're flexible. God, I would have done it anytime you wanted. Really,
Yeah.
I'm just glad. This really tears nicely. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Be darned. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of them that'll do this.
No.
Say woohoo.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dare do this anywhere else. Okay. Did you catch that, ladies? You can tear this easily.
Yeah, it does tear really easily.
Yes, some rice paper. I mean, there's all kinds out there, and I actually bought some. Needed some just plain white for some kits last year, and it was totally different texture.
Yeah.
Some have more fiber, some have less.
Yep.
So all rice papers are not equal.
No, they are not. That is the truth. We happen to think that we have the best. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, the magnolia.
The
new magnolia.
this one.
No, the brand new one, the spring
The
collection.
sugar magnolia.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, Cindy Spire saw it and she made a canvas
Oh.
on Thursday, and we didn't even take a picture. I should have her take a picture, but I love that paper.
I can't wait. I want to see it.
So I'm glad she did it. And what we did then too is we took 2 sheets of it, and she cut the flowers out, and then
Ooh.
stiffened them with the glue.
Yes.
Yeah, and made it 3-dimensional, and then we had some wood, and she recreated the wood frame on top.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Really pretty. So I'll get a picture for you. I
wanna
think
see
you'll
that.
like to see that.
That's a paper.
That was nice. Yeah, I had mine on that. I have mine on a lot of stuff, but when?
Right. Exactly.
And it's not like I'm too busy cleaning house, as we discussed. It's just I get tired by the end of the day.
Right.
I wear out. You almost have to be relaxed and in the mood to walk in your craft room. But it's just hard for me to not have like a nice setting. Just go.
Yep. Well, and that's kind of why like the cleaning it kind of helped me hit the reset button, because I was starting to get stress coming in here because it was a reminder that I needed to clean it, So I finally just did it.
I'm with you on that one for sure.
Got to clean it all out at some point.
I'm going to cheat and trim this piece because it's so skinny. I know you should tear it. Breaking the rules.
I cut all the time, so you're not doing anything wrong there. Sometimes that's what it calls for. If the project leads you to use your scissors, then by all means.
We're just going to.
No.
I'm looking for just a plain old background paper, just a.
Yep.
You don't have to dig very far. Yeah, I actually wanted to pull the bring, and obviously I'm not buying enough paper. I couldn't find one, right?
Right, right.
Oh, I did buy those dresses too.
Oh yeah, those have been really
Yeah, well,
popular.
they're here. Like,
Yeah,
look at this one, guys. Would you just look at that?
isn't that pretty?
Oh, you do have quite a bit in here.
I got a lot.
I think I'm just gonna go with the little gray. It's not gonna hurt anything. It's not. It'll be underneath or around. I don't know. Do I like that? No, not as much. Sorry.
Mhm.
I
I
hate
need
to be
something with a
fussy.
little bit of green in
Yeah, I don't want to be snotty.
it.
Gotta be just a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Oh. That'll go with this,
Oh, that's a nice one.
but it's almost too,
That's almost
because you're not
a little
even, yeah. These Louise, I don't want, no, I'm not gonna play that game.
Take your time. Get the right one. It's in there. I'm sure it is.
And you know, when you're doing a project and you've got your own stuff, it's like you close your eyes and you go, I know what I need.
Yeah.
We were laughing about that, because when they were working on their canvases and stuff, I was running around, there we go,
Oh, that's nice.
it's a winner. And I said, oh, you know, it's like, oh, I know I have something like that. Yeah, I like this blue.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, it'll just be the nice filler. Okay.
All right.
You know, the other thing, oh, when you're doing that crackle, I noticed too, I tried the crackle the first time, it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
But I did remember the other day when you were doing it, you said don't use the same brush and make sure they're perfectly dry. Don't add any water
That's
to
it.
that crackle stuff.
Yep.
I actually stopped and I did it the correct way and I let it air dry instead of trying to force it.
Yep.
So yeah.
Did it work?
Yes, when you give
Okay.
your tips.
Yep. Those are the little details, you know. And sometimes, I mean, I know when I watch lives, sometimes I do a lot of fast forwarding, but when you do that, you miss those little tips like that,
Mm-hmm,
you know.
exactly.
And then you wonder why it's not working out.
Yeah. No surprise there.
Well, all right, so I'm gonna just take a little bit of paint and kind of fill in. I've got some little spots,
Okay.
so I'm just gonna fill in my little spots.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go shopping when I get home again, because some of these, now that I'm seeing them, it's hard, you know, sometimes it's hard for us.
Right,
Um,
you don't know until you see it in person.
yeah.
So I got there we go. Which sometimes does happen.
It's you have the vision.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna put some pieces underneath here. I need one for the spine too. Shoot. All right, better do that, the inside spine.
Yeah. So I'm just using a little bit of paint, kind of, I'm mixing this. This is gold, that same gold that I used on the spine, the white gold. And then I'm using a little bit of the khaki to sort of blend in a little bit, to kind of fill in some of my white spots. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mark is getting.
So, so it's,
Yeah, there's something there.
yeah.
Just discussing the fact that my screen goes crazy and I've tried to fix it. So the troubleshooting end means if it does it here and it does it at my house, it must be me
Yep.
somewhere.
And we help because it still happens
Yeah.
on my internet, right?
I know, it's crazy. Yeah, it's on your internet. It's something in the laptop, according to StreamYard. I just don't know what it is. But as long as y'all don't mind, still watch. We're still here.
We're still here.
I really like this decoupage blue.
It's a good one.
It is. I need to get the bigger jars though.
Mm-hmm.
These little jars not gonna take me everywhere I need to be.
So yeah, I used to have all the stuff down in my basement. It used to be my place, my store,
Your warehouse.
my warehouse, but it has all moved. So we have, but it's only like 5 miles from here.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Not too bad.
And then too, now you've got people that work for you.
Right.
So you don't want them like every morning, like come for breakfast and go to work.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure they're lovely people, but there's a limit to how much you want to
That's right.
work.
Yep. And they don't have to see me in my nightgown anymore.
Yeah. I pull orders in my pajamas, that's for darn sure.
Yep.
Let's see, handmade by Kene.
Hello, handmade by Kene. How are you? Oh, she's on YouTube. You're streaming on YouTube too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, so when it doesn't blank out, yeah, I'm everywhere. When it works.
Yeah.
Those technology, you never know how it's going to go. This is making me so happy. I'm going to love this journal. I really am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was a good idea.
Yeah. Well, I thought, I've been wanting to do one for a while too. Like I used to make these all the time and I really love making them, but it's been a minute since I've done one and I thought, we should really do that. And I had all those books in that corner. So I thought, you know what? Let's do it. Didn't have to buy anything new. That's another thing too. Like I really love sometimes I get a lot out of just using what I have.
Yes.
Instead of always having to buy something for this project or that project. Just use what you got.
Yeah, if you look around. Well, and if the big thing was wine bottles, liquor bottles.
Yeah.
All right, this is kind of it's funny, but it's not. I did a project. What I did is like Oreo cookies and Chips Ahoy. The plastic inserts.
Yep.
Okay, you save all those and then you build a box around it.
Okay.
You do some cartonnage, and they're great storage boxes. So when you're cutting little pieces,
yeah,
you can keep all your stuff in this box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but anyway, so the whole thing started, and Cindy Spires and Sandra like making the boxes. So last time they were here in January, and they were coming again. So I said, listen, at great expense and pain to myself, here's like 6 cookie inserts.
Ooh.
I said, it took me forever to eat those cookies.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm reusing. But yeah, it was kind of funny. It's like, how many cookies did you eat? A lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of stuff you can save. Like when it's empty and I hate throwing it in the trash. It's like, did you ever just look at it and go, what could I do with this?
Yeah, those little glass, the wee yogurt jars.
Yeah.
They're so cute and like little tiny glass jars. So I now just buy I don't know what I'm going to do with the little jars, but now I just buy that yogurt.
Right, but
it influences my buying decisions.
But then, okay, so they're little jars, but then getting back to it, build a box around it, put the little jars in it, and then you could keep little things like sequins.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, keep stuff in it. Yeah, I like the cookie thing though. That was I did that as a live, and I thought it was so entertaining and practical too. I like practical.
Me too.
Yeah, we're talking to even with your line that it's getting more towards home decor, things you
Yes.
can use.
Yep. Well, and that's part of what I like. I really love functional, and I have to be able to kind of see what you could do with it, you know,
Hmm.
like what is something that you could do with it.
And not just pretty.
Right. So I really love when I can get a functional piece. I really love that. Doesn't happen all the time, you know, but sometimes it is just pretty, but
Quite true. Yeah, there's no harm in it. However, and it's something you don't have to hang on your wall because you'll run out of room.
mm-hmm. Hello, Landy Roloffs. So I'm probably not going to be able to do my inside part today, but I'm pretty much done with this one, the outside for the most part,
Boy, that
except
looks
for
great.
like gluing maybe some little embellishments
I
or
love
something
that.
on. Isn't that pretty?
Okay, yeah.
So I've always wanted to pair these two papers together. This is the Tea Time in Paris, mostly with Splash of Roses, and then that first damask paper. So they were actually designed to go together. But this is the first time that I've done something with them together.
I love it.
So I'm going to move that off to the side, and then I think I'm going to just start showing like how to put the signatures.
Yeah, that's fine.
Together?
And I'm
Is that-
almost done with my inside,
Okay.
and I've already painted my spine, so I'll catch
Alright.
up.
Okay. So I'm going to just clean up here for a second. And for the insides of your books, basically to get a nice kind of thick signature, you need to have about 10 pages. You
Okay.
don't want any more than that. You could do less, but about 10 is kind of the sweet spot, I think. And as long, you know, this is like just regular copy papers.
Right.
If you were doing like more of a mixed media weight paper, maybe 7 or 8
Yeah.
pages.
Yeah, if you get into that like 65 pound, that gets pretty stocky.
Yeah, exactly. Let me grab my where's my little water spray here so I can clean up my space and then switch gears to installing my signatures onto my little cardboard strip. I kind of got lost in thought when I was doing my collage. I'm like, oh, we're live. We got.
Oh, like really? Or look up and go, Cindy, are you still here? Yeah. Oh, didn't you go home? No, I'm still here.
I'm like, what do I need to do? Just take my time.
Okay, that's that whole left-right brain thing, you know, like we fade out, fade in.
I have this
Come along.
uncanny ability to focus on what I'm doing, which, you know, like my husband tries to talk to me when I'm in that zone, and I'm like, what? What'd you say? What'd you say? All right, so just gonna clean that off, and then this is my little spine. I think this is all I'm gonna do to it. It's just I just put a little bit of that simple
That is
paste
really
on
nice.
it.
That's so pretty.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, I like that.
So while you're working on that, and then I can talk you through it again.
Yep.
When you're ready.
I've got one more corner to do, and I'm right with you.
Okay. So I've got, I have 4 signatures, and I did, when I put that 9x12 paper in and I folded it inside this cardstock cover, it was sticking out a little bit. So I did trim the edges of mine, Cindy, just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You know, so that they fit in there kind of flush and they don't stick out.
Okay.
So I did do that, and I've got 4 of them, which is going to be about the perfect size to fit right here on my spine. And so I just want to show you how to go about doing that. And I'm, like I said, it's been a while since I've done this, so I hope I don't mess it up. But you've watched the video, so you can tell me if I'm
Oh my God, you mean you want me to remember something like from a week ago? Please. Help me.
All right, so I'm just going to take, I've got a little sharp, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take along top part, maybe about 1/4 of an inch in, and then make my marks along the side of that spine, all in the same place.
Oh, thank you.
And then I'm going to do it again, not quite halfway, but like maybe a little bit up from halfway so that I can tell my top from the bottom when I'm punching these holes.
Well, that's clever.
Uh-huh. And then down here again, like 1/4 inch from the bottom, maybe more like a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm basically going to line this up on my spine here and put little dots right in those same little,
Okay.
so that I know where to punch my holes. Because you don't want to get your holes mixed up.
Okay.
So since you have four holes up here, 4 holes here, 4 holes here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark little spots along the spine corresponding to where those signatures are going to be sewn in. So I'm doing 4 across each little place where I marked.
I'm almost halfway. And then okay.
Got it?
I'm saying yes, but
Yes.
and now we've got a black pen. I might have to do some trimming too, but that's okay.
Yeah. This guy here is called the Big Bite Crocodile.
I want one.
Yeah, I highly recommend. If you're going to pursue journals, I mean, you can use like an awl, one of those little hole thingies, or you could just use a regular kind of. But the thing about this is, this has a really nice hole punch thing, and the sizes can change. So right now we're on the bigger of the two, but for this project, I want the smaller of the two. So see how I just changed my size there, and we're going to use the 1/8
Okay.
size for these holes.
And so I need four holes going across here.
4 holes across.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Okay. Black is. I think that'll work.
So see how I just punched those 4 holes there.
Okay.
I'm going to do it here.
I've got one of those puncher things, but can you mark it so for the depth to make sure they line up? You know what I mean? There's like a little gauge. You slide forward or back to see how far in it punches.
Yeah, you can.
That's what I was thinking, like for these to make them line up.
To make them line up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're into accuracy?
Pretty much. Okay, was that obvious?
If you're into accuracy.
Oh my God. I wish you could see the look on her face.
I'm like, just eyeball it and go. Oh, so funny.
Oh,
but yes, here's that guy.
That was a classic.
If you're close enough is good enough.
Oh,
Then.
okay. That was pretty good. That was pretty darn good.
That's awesome.
It was the look. The look.
That's my classic. That's my classic deadpan face.
Oh yeah.
You got my deadpan.
I am really impressed with that. Yes. From here, I'm going to trim down my papers, but yes, for accuracy.
Yep.
So I'm just going to pay attention. So I'll let you go and actually finish because you know that would drive me nuts.
Yes, exactly. And
It's
in
okay.
fact, if you want, I've got the little. I have this little doohickey too, so if you were wanting to play with that.
Yeah. No, I'm going to go along because I want to actually watch you
Okay.
sew this thing together.
Yep.
So I got the punch part and I got my spine done and I've got my signatures and I need more paper, but.
Yep. So basically now this crocodile will punch through this whole stack.
Oh.
Okay. Which is nice.
That's even better.
It is.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm not gonna slide the die, but you can
No,
sort of
not for my benefit.
position it, you know, with your eyes.
I don't think I'm gonna live that one down.
Yeah. If you're into accuracy, precision.
That important.
She is into precision.
Oh.
So funny. All right. And I'm like, ooh, my crafting is going to drive you a little bit nuts.
No, it won't. No, it won't at all. Honestly, it will not in the least.
Hello, Linda. Okay, but yeah, everybody's still quiet.
Yeah, it is, but that's good because they're watching.
They're paying attention.
No, actually, my experience. I keep saying about the dollhouse miniatures.
Yeah.
Now you know what it's like to work in miniature.
Yes. Yeah.
So like a 64th of an inch is a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
So my brain
Right.
is geared.
Yeah, I get it.
And I used to design business forms and draw them.
Okay. Wow.
With a pen.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, with a ruler and a pen. So yes, yeah, it's a whole thing.
That's the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't planned that way. Got Helen here. Yeah, see now, Helen and Celia.
Hey guys.
Yeah, it's just because we're on the later time frame.
Okay.
So now it's like, oh my gosh, where were they? So
Right.
yeah.
So I'm just putting those punches now on each little booklet that I have, pretty much where I made those marks, and trying to get my paper stacked as good as I possibly can. It might actually be better to trim them after you do these punches so that.
Yeah, because once it's flat
Mhm.
and then get it all at once and then use the big chopper.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's fine. Yeah. Because we certainly don't want to make me crazy.
Uh-uh.
No, that would be terrible. But I love these little booklets.
Mhm.
I really do.
Yeah, so it's just a different type of junk journal. Like you're kind of just building a nice little book first. It's more about so for me, making these is more about making the little plain book than it is the journaling part.
Yeah.
I don't actually do journaling.
Oh, really?
I just like making the books. And then I go, well, what am I going to do with that? And then I usually gift them to people.
All right, so to line this up, it's like, I can see where it's going to punch before it does. Okay,
Yep.
there it is. It's
Exactly.
back here.
Yep.
Crazy. Yeah, I don't mean to be stupid, but new equipment. So come on.
Yeah.
Learning curve.
Yep.
And is it on the full? No, I'm not even going to stress. Okay. It's over. It's done.
Yeah. And if you happen to need to punch it somewhere else, it's fine.
Oh, sure.
The holes aren't going to,
I'm game.
yeah.
I really like this gadget a lot.
Yeah, it's a great gadget. It really is.
Really good. I have like one of the little ones, just for regular hole punches, but it's
Mhm.
not nearly as much fun as this, especially for books and to get this length.
Yeah. And there is sewing involved, but it's not complicated.
Okay, good for me.
Did you get enough papers inside?
I need one more signature, but I wasn't
Okay.
gonna worry about that just now.
Okay.
No pressure.
Let me get your...
I really like this. See, now equipment, tools, everything is like, I'm crazy about power tools too, so I'll do anything.
So again, this is just, I got this paper from Amazon. This is just 9 by 12 paper, because a standard book is a little bit bigger than, you know, the standard copy paper.
Yeah,
But they do sell 9 by 12 paper, so that's the, and I just buy it like in a pack of 500 at a time.
okay. And so it's regular bond paper.
Yeah.
And that's good too.
Yep.
Now,
And you can put any kind of papers you want in these, you know.
well, the one that you did in the video, you used different kinds of paper, which I thought was really pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You mixed them up. So actually, if you were gonna do different mediums and stuff like that,
Right.
you'd have different papers to play with.
Exactly.
I'm almost there. Thank God you got light in this room. I'd be stuck.
All right, there's your last one right there.
Oh, thank you. And I got this one marked. Yeah. Yeah, this will be fine, and just trim it down. I could actually do this with an X-Acto blade when it's flat.
Yeah, and you're actually, we're not going to glue it in yet. I will show how to glue it in, but then you'll have some time to,
Right,
to
yeah.
play with it
I will
before
like
it's
that.
permanently seated. You know, and you can always add to your cover too later, or
Sure. Blanche is in love with your pink one.
oh, oh goodness.
Yeah, I'm doing the steampunk because I don't do that much of it, but I really, sometimes I love these, the colors, just the turquoise.
Yeah,
It's just,
those are my favorite colors. I'm a blue person.
okay.
Yeah, I love blues. The girls are always trying to get me to try something, to try some different colors. I go, maybe a few.
And today you're pink. They'll be happy.
Exactly.
All right, where's your, I'm looking for the trash. There we go. Sorry. Cats always love my scraps, so I thought I would avoid putting them on your floor.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes,
Okay.
I am. All right.
So this is waxed thread,
Oh, I gotta punch my little spine. Go ahead.
Yep.
No, punch my spine.
and I've got several different colors in here too, if you want to use some of mine. This is just waxed linen thread, and you can get this in like leather crafting kits. They do have these on Amazon. You can buy like all different colors.
Yeah, I looked and I wasn't sure. Some of them looked heavier than others, so I was gonna wait and see what you actually use, so.
Yeah, and I don't know what width or thickness or anything this is, but this is what it looks like. It's almost like maybe a little bit thicker like than floss or something.
Okay, but it's waxed.
It's waxed, yeah. And it's just easier, it glides a little bit easier through the paper if it's waxed.
Okay,
And then these are, I think they're called darning needles. They just have a little bit longer of a hole than typical,
yeah,
so that your wax thread can go through it.
they're also called tapestry needles,
Okay.
I think.
All right.
That's another name for them,
Great.
with the big fat eye. Yeah.
Awesome. Yep. So this is, I think it's 3 lengths. I can't remember. I think it's 3 lengths of the book spine, I think is what you want to kind of measure off.
Oh, okay.
So
I can't remember from the video.
yeah,
so
I think
I'm
it's,
stuck there.
we'll start with 3. We'll do the first one with 3 and see how it goes. But it's basically 3 lengths of the spine, and you're going to take your needle and push it through. I probably should have watched that video before I did this.
Oh, we could just take time and put it up now, and we're gonna watch it together.
Okay. Hi, Patricia. All right, and then we're gonna take, so basically we're gonna do the last hole first. So the one to the furthest right. That's the one that we're gonna start with.
Hole first, okay.
Yeah. And so we're starting with that middle furthest right hole. And we're gonna take our signature page and open it to our middle of our booklet and put it through, just put it right through that middle and put it right through that middle hole on the spine. And then you're gonna leave a little tail, about that much.
Okay.
And then you're gonna come back through the back side. So when you're ready to do it, I will stop, I will pause and help you because it's a lot to remember.
So you're starting in the center hole.
Start in the center from the inside.
Yeah. And then you bring it through to the spine in the center on the end.
Yeah, so start in the middle, the very last hole.
Okay. So you're laying it this way. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yep.
right.
And then back through the top.
Leave a little tail.
Yep.
All right, 3 times one's pretty long, but that's okay. Now, why did that turn upside down again? Wait a minute. Yeah, because I came in this way.
Yep. And now you're gonna go
Is it
back.
going to be to the inside or the outside?
Okay, so you are a little, I think you might be upside down here.
Oh, is that why I did it?
Yeah. So let's take this out.
Make sure my hole's in the
Yeah.
right spot.
Actually, no, you're.
It started out right, but
Yeah,
then it
you're
turned.
okay. Yep, you're okay.
Came in.
So you're gonna leave your
There's
tail.
Okay, that was
There's your
it.
tail. Yep. And now you're gonna come in through the back side
And then
and
into
then
that
through your hole. Yep.
Okay, and hopefully that's where my holes were.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then now, once you come through the top, then you're gonna go back down through the bottom.
This is where dyslexia is not your friend. Okay,
All right.
and then,
down through the bottom.
okay. And then back through this one.
Yep. And then back through the middle.
Okay. And then back through the whole center thing.
Yep. Back through the middle.
All right.
Okay.
Can you guys see me? I'm holding this all over the place too. I'm sorry.
So then you're gonna have basically now 2 tails in the middle.
Yep.
And one goes on one side, one goes on the other. So now you got a tail on each side.
You top right here and here.
Yep. And the better, nice and tight.
2 times the length. It looks like.
I mean, yeah, it's right around.
Yeah. No, I mean it's.
Yeah.
I mean it's only
Yeah.
string. Come on,
Yeah.
it was like $10 a yard, something. But yeah.
Yeah, maybe 2.5. And then you're gonna trim.
All right.
Go.
Oh my, that couldn't be any better. All right.
Isn't that awesome?
It
And then
is
you're
awesome.
gonna take your bone,
Oh, I
just
see.
smooth it down right along that side. Make that
Okay.
nice and on both sides. And make that nice and,
So now this is the part where I'd have to go in and trim it again, but
yeah.
yeah, or actually just untie it.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing it. Okay.
And then you just repeat.
So the next stack would be start in the middle.
Yep.
Let's do 2.5,
Yeah.
3. I'll start with 3.
Parts like that.
Okay, how we all doing? Are we Loving
You guys
this?
following along?
Well, once you do it and get the thinking,
Yep.
I guess. All right, let's see if I can remember. Here's my tail. Then you go up. Find the hole, Cindy. Oops, that little hole is kind of squishy. I didn't get it all cleaned out.
And this is why I always check the back, because you can have like funny stuff like this happen where you get all out of
Oh, yeah.
sync.
Get something caught in there. And...
Mm-hmm.
All right. In. Come in here. This is the one where you talk to yourself.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
In.
Hey, Sue. How are you?
Yeah, hi, Sue. Make sure you get in. Okay. Nice and tight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm in love.
Isn't that awesome?
Yes, absolutely.
Will you be making more?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah, this is one of my favorite things to make, and I made them a lot. It was like the only thing I made for a while.
But you know now, even if you didn't want to use a book, now you could make your covers out of chipboard.
Yeah.
Save yourself
Yes.
the hassle. Once you get that down,
Right.
I think you'll find that one happy too.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah. Start the whole thing from scratch.
Mm-hmm. That would be awesome. And okay, so I'm going to tell you something that you're probably going to laugh at, but this is the reason why I made scrapbook papers, so that I can.
No, really? How cute is that? No, that's cute.
This is why I have scrapbook papers on Decoupage Queen, was so I could make my own little journals using my.
You know what? Necessity is the mother of invention.
That's exactly
That's a
it.
good story. No, that really is. What prompted you?
Yep. And so
Funny.
I thought, well, if I'm going to make these journals, I want to use my own scrapbook papers.
Well, that's kind of like everybody says, oh, I'd love to design my own papers. It's not all it's cracked up to be honest.
It's not. It really isn't. And it's hard because everybody has their own ideas for how they want to use these things,
mm-hmm.
which are oftentimes different from my ideas for how I want to use them.
Yes, true.
And so I go, well, I'll keep that in mind.
Well, and you know yourself too that if you have to envision projects for the masses.
Right. You have to be able to see how you're going to use it, you know?
Yeah, even on like scrapbook papers. Do you put a sheet with all flowers to cut out,
Right.
all elements,
Right.
little tags? How big do you make the pattern?
Exactly. And that's it. So I'm not a scrapbooker, as you know. And so I had to consult with people who were to say, okay, because the first set that I designed, people loved them, but then they said, well, it's not really useful for scrapbookers because they're laid out. Like the design is laid out right in the middle, right?
Exactly.
And so they want it like 4 kind of quadrants or whatever, and be able to cut them out that way.
Sure. So
I had to consult with some people who were going to use them for scrapbooking next time I did my collection.
That's the absolute truth on that one, because even when they change the styles, I got used to, they used to have a sheet that had all circles.
Yeah.
And those circles were good for coasters.
Yeah.
And then they stopped doing it. And
Right.
I went, no, what?
Yeah. So we always have like a sheet of 4, like the four of the patterns.
Yes.
Now, and then we also usually have a sheet full of tags.
Yep. So the next thing you need is flowers.
Okay.
You know, little elements to cut out, but flowers for sure, because then what? Otherwise you have to make them. I'm just whining.
Yeah.
Actually, it's you don't have to listen to me at all, but I'm just saying sometimes when I'm working on something, or you get a pad and it's got one sheet where you can cut out flowers and then you run out.
Yep.
So, but you can't please everybody, so don't even try.
Yeah.
What you got is fine. I'm pretty happy with these.
Yeah, and then so you usually scrapbook collections after I'm done with my paper collections, and then I add something else to the scrapbook collection that I didn't get done with in time for the paper collection.
Okay.
So like this paper here, the Republic paper, I designed it last spring, and it was kind of an add-on in the scrapbook set, but it didn't make it to last year's rice paper collection. So it's in this year's rice paper.
But it all goes, I mean, really, I just don't see a problem with, I mean, I dug in your box and pulled out stuff that was going to go. So
Yeah.
it's never a problem.
Yeah.
Patricia Chunga's here. Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
Yeah, we almost lost everybody because it was the new time this time. Variety is the spice of life.
That's right.
Yeah, Patricia's done a couple lives with us, and she's just really a lot of fun too.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm really so happy. I love it when somebody says, "Can I do a live with you?" Oh, yeah.
You can. Anytime.
No, she's really very talented and she's fun.
That's awesome.
So we got Blanche and Sarah and Patricia and you, and it's nice to have guests come on too.
Yeah, for sure. Love it.
I appreciate it.
So there we go. There's our little.
And believe it or not, I'm caught up.
Yeah.
So obviously that was pretty good training.
Yep.
This is just, it's not scary at all.
Isn't that cool? So
Yeah.
we've got a little booklet now with a spine, right? Just like a book. Okay.
It is.
And what you're going to do is take some, you can use express glue, but I would probably use heavy body gel just to make sure it's nice and sticky.
Yeah.
Or you can use like a real thick, like fabric glue you can use in there, something with a lot of tack and grab into it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to glue the back of it, and then you're going to stick it in there. And then what you do is you kind of fold it up like this, and then take something and like push down in it to make sure it's nice and flush against that edge. And then you get like that kind of overnight. Perfect.
One other thing too, when you were doing that in the video, sometimes when you're gluing something like this and you really want it to sit for a while, use a little hot glue.
Okay.
In addition to your regular glue,
yes.
Do hot glue and it's going to tack it right where you need it.
Yeah.
For the time being.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I've done that before, especially like when you're doing a live, and it's like, okay, just get it tacked.
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And especially on something like this, that you really can't clamp it. It would be hard to clamp that in.
Right. And it's super important that it grabs in and stays in position, you know, from the get-go.
Okay.
So that's how you would bind it, essentially. And then you have a book that you can continue to decorate.
I'm in love with it. Plus those pages, you can lay them flat. You know, sometimes when you make stuff like that, it doesn't quite open flat. It's like a book.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that's the kind of the beauty of these signatures too. And so see how you can see the inside of this spine.
Yeah.
As you're playing with it.
Here's Rosa. Here's Rosa saying hi.
Hi, Rosa. So that's what I have to show you today.
Okay, I'm happy.
All right.
I couldn't be any happier. So I'm going to do my trimming.
Yep.
But it's it's fine. It's exactly right. Yeah. I can see where you want to see it down inside the spine.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not unhappy at all.
Yeah, that looks great.
And I'm going to, it's a real book.
It is.
No, come on.
Beautiful.
It is magic.
Yeah.
Really. And then you can also put your old-fashioned ribbon.
Yeah.
Tie it up with that, even
Yep.
here in the center, in between two of the signatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Where
grab,
would you put that? Just out of curiosity.
grab some ribbon. Let's see what we got here. Got a little bit of brown, okay. Yeah, this is my big suggestion for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one's a short piece. Okay, I'm getting there. Because since you've got the room there,
Mm-hmm.
let's just tie it up.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing
And
there.
then you could actually take a couple things that you could do a little lace, some of the ribbon,
Oh, yeah.
some string,
Oh, how pretty. Oh, that's awesome.
and then you're done. And it's not going to hurt opening and closing the book because you've got that space.
Right. I love that.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Magic. Perfect. Then the other thing you could do is like take a little bit and tie it into the right here
To tie it off,
so that
yeah.
you can have a little bow.
You sure could.
Yeah. So many different ways to do it.
Yeah, I'm not look. That really looks sharp.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love that.
And that's going to look good. Lace,
Yeah.
matching ribbon.
Yeah,
And
and so you
then
just want to take a little bit of, you can take a little bit of wax too and wax your edges.
Yeah.
Kind of trim that off.
See, this doesn't even hurt this.
That's awesome. I love that.
Okay, that's my contribution for today. All righty.
Yay.
Are we happy? And then we'll decorate it and we'll show pictures.
Yep. Yeah.
So otherwise, you're going to be here for dinner and we're going to go get our pajamas on. We don't want that. You like us, but not that much, right?
Get to meet the kids.
Yeah. Come on in, kids. Bring in the cats.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can change to my camera here. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's see. Now we've got to flip this over here. And we are bigger. And we are done.
All right.
Listen, I had a good time. No, I truly love this thing. Now I'm going to go home and I'm going to dance with it and finish it up. It's fabulous.
It's so pretty. You did such a great job.
No, it really
I
is.
love it.
Yeah, and I finished on time too.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, everybody, thanks again. And with a little luck, we'll be able to do this another time. I hope like to see us both back again because
Yeah.
I learned stuff. And, even product. We love products.
Right.
Yeah, that's something that, Blanche is usually in charge of that, but you're the master.
Yeah.
And I like this decoupage. This is a must-have.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody get this because it dries so fast.
It is, and it's smooth and
Okay.
nice to work with.
And then maybe next time, because you did that chameleon varnish, little chameleon varnish on this, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was paying attention that day. Yeah.
For sure.
Well, everybody take care and have a great rest of your day, rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next week.
All right.
Okay. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
And it's going to take us a minute to end the broadcast.